name's Todd Nagy. I'm a principal with ONYX Creative. My wife is a graduate of St. John. My daughter, who's 22 now, is a grad of St. John. So I've been part of St. John for a long time. Towards 2010-ish, they asked me to be on the board for St. John. So I'm on the board as an architect, and we looked at trying to fix the old school in downtown Ashtabula. This building is really old, was seeing a lot of rough years, and we came to a conclusion after analyzing the building it wasn't sustainable to fix. And it just by chance, the city schools were liquidating schools, and this is one of the buildings that went on the auction block. We had some great people who believed in St. John's School that bought it, turned around, and gave to St. John. So here we're growing. This school is just going. People are in love with this place, and we're growing out of it. That's what prompted what we're in the building we're in today. The requirements for this building was to add additional classrooms, as well as an additional cafeteria and some other auxiliary components to this. So then we were faced with this of how do we build this? There's a multitude of different construction methods that we could do. And when we were exploring options, we were also faced with a time clock. But it was interesting, my counterpart Chris, Mierke, and I were in a seminar together and they were discussing ICFs. And we both had the same conclusion after, I'm like, we should do this for St. John. And that's how the ball started rolling.
So the Nudura team was so very helpful in providing information, documentation, detailing, trying to get an understanding of something we don't know of. The impact that the Nudura product, particularly the ICF, has on construction of buildings is a game changer. Due to its completeness, due to its speed of construction, especially it's not very labor intensive. It is a very structurally sound building envelope. It does give us a very good sense of comfort to know that we do have a strong building. We do have an energy efficient building. Actually, we have a building that's more highly efficient than normal. Why is that the most biggest benefit for a school? Well, because a school in nature, they need to save this money. They need to save money. They need to be able to put their efforts towards the education of the students. So saving money on the electric bill and the heating bill is always going to be one of the highest priorities.
My experience with ICF is opened up my eyes to a lot more opportunities that where the project is coming to us in a schematic phase, we can suggest maybe this might be a better alternate product to use in lieu of conventional masonry, stone, studs,
The aspect of this project that I'm most proud of is just the overall alliance of everybody involved. I know that might sound kind of cliche, but it's not. But it is the most important thing that you have to focus on. Everybody needs to communicate. Everybody has to have confidence in everybody that they're working with to know that by the time we're done or walked out of here, we can walk out with a smile on our face. If and when we return, that smile gets even bigger because as soon as we see it, we remember all the good interactions. And I'm going to also toss the Tremco team as part of that reason because their support was so very strong. And that's all we ask for. We ask for communication, ask for responsiveness, ask for solutions. And it just means we're going to get to a final solution that everybody's going to be happy, if not ecstatic about. And I think we've met that goal.